time I hear something hot, it makes me want to move. It makes me want to have fun. But it's something about this joint right here. This joint right here, it makes me want to, let it go. Can't let this thing called love get away from you.
Welcome to another episode of the Stefon Braxton Show. We got a good show for you today. First thing I want to talk about, I've been watching TV a lot now, and my show now is The First 48. It is like the funniest show on TV. They had this one guy on there. Now, he had ran over this guy with his mother's car, and they went and talked to his mother, and she was like, well, no, nobody drives my car. And she said, occasionally my son drives my car. So they get him inside the box. And this fool gonna say, now he's down there with the cop, and the cop is interviewing him, and this fool gonna be like, well, you know, my mom, she can't see sometimes. And the cop looked at him and said, man, you trying to put this on your mom? You need to go to jail. They just locked him up right there. Oh, I love The First 48. All right, we got a good show. And my first guest, he is a minister, and he's doing stand-up comedy. I remember I once was a minister, and I preached one sermon, and they wouldn't let me preach again because I preached from the book of Job. So I want y'all to put your hands together and give it up for the VICAR.
Okay. Well, thank you, Stefon. It's great to be here. And I am referred to as the vicar. And I actually happen to be a real vicar, too. That's what they would call me in England, where I'm from. Here, I would be more referred to as a pastor or maybe reverend. Now, as a pastor, I like to practice the spiritual disciplines. And I do this on a day-to-day basis. I feel that there's always opportunities around to be good, to show compassion to people, and to be thankful and show gratitude. And I think that's a very important thing to do from day to day. And so what I'm going to do is give you a couple of examples for your edification. The other day I experienced a supermarket miracle. And it was busy, looking for a cart. I found the last cart. It was there, it was waiting for me. I lifted my eyes up to the heavens and said, thank you, Lord, for this gift. I always like to be thankful for what I receive. And then I pulled it out, and I noticed it only had 3 functioning wheels. One wheel was like that. So I thought, this is going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think I'm going to use it anyway. So I pull it out, and I get going. And you know, some carts, they tend to drift to the left or drift to the right. Now, this one didn't do that. Now, this one keeled over completely to the side, as if it was going downhill. And as I was pushing it around, it was gaining momentum. And I was trying to keep up with it. And it was taking me in a big circle all around the store. And there I was trying to keep up with the cart, and I was grabbing boxes off of the shelves and bottles and cans, and I was shoving them into the cart as fast as I could. I was just trying to keep up. And in no time at all, there I was at the checkout lanes. And I looked in the cart, and I found that I actually got most of the stuff that I came in for. But there was a bonus. In addition, I found a lady's purse, a cell phone, and also the security guard's hat. And I'm wondering, I wondered why those people were chasing me down the aisles while I was getting my groceries. Anyway, we got all that sorted out, and I stood in line. Now, in front of me, there was a nice lady, and behind me, there was a mother and a baby. And I have to admit, though, the baby was screaming its head off. And somehow this baby had the pitch that was just suited for drilling right into the back of my brain. So I thought, oh, okay, virtues of patience. I'm going to turn around and show how friendly I am, and I'm going to give a smile. So I did that, and Stefon, I know they say there's no such thing as an ugly baby, but this one took the cake. Whoa. I quickly turned around as if I hadn't noticed anything. And by then, the lady in front of me, she was going through. She was taking up groceries out of the cart. And then she reached into a bag and pulled out a fistful of crumpled coupons. And I thought, oh, this is great. How lovely. She has an opportunity now to save some money. So she pulls a coupon out and she gives it to the cashier, a nice young man, probably still in high school. And he looks at it and he says, She says, is that good? He says, well, yes, this coupon is good, but you did not buy any of these items in your cart, so I don't think we can use that now. So she says, well, what about this one then? This one looks good. And he examines it and says, well, this one expired in 1986. And she said, well, can I still use it? Is it good? And he said, no, it's no good now. So anyway, she said, well, I was hoping to be able to use these coupons. I was hoping to be able to save some money. So she puts the pile of coupons right on the register there, right on the counter, and she pushes him forward, and she says, I feel like this is my lucky day. I'm going all in. I'm thinking, is she playing some kind of coupon poker? I've never seen such a thing. And then the cashier, he rolls up his sleeves, and he puts on one of those green, eye shade things, and he collects the coupons together, and there he is. He's dealing coupons. He's going, well, this one's good. That one's good. Okay, no, those are no good there. How about this one? He goes, all right, I got one. $1. Okay, now you keep that. And I'm thinking, oh, good. She's going to save some money. And so it's sorting through the other coupons too. And suddenly, jackpot, he holds up a coupon. He says, $2.50 off of 6 cans of pork and beans. And I thought, this is wonderful. Who does not like pork and beans? So I'm trying to celebrate, yay, and I'm trying to get the people behind me to celebrate and get into the spirit of the whole thing, and they're chanting. They're saying, go, go. Saying, yeah, go. And they're saying, go, 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 go. But a wonderful experience to see such cooperation from people. And then it was time for her to pay. And she pulled out a credit card. She announced for everyone, she was very proud of this, I have a brand new credit card. It's never been used before, and I am going to use it now. And she swiped it, and nothing happened, and it didn't work. And so she swiped it again. And then she started swiping it like this. Like, I thought she was trying to start a fire. She was whipping that thing down there, swiping it and swiping it. And the cashier said, that's not going to work. And She said, why not? And he said, well, it's a new credit card. It's probably got a chip in it. Does it have a chip in it? And she looked at it and said, no, this is brand new. It has no cracks, no scratches, no chips. It should work. So he looked at it more closely and he said, you know what? That's your new AARP membership card. There's nothing you're going to get out of that. That's not going to work. So she said, well, why not? I think it will. I just need to swipe it a few more times. So there she is on the machine, and she's swiping and swiping, and I think she's about to start a fire. And eventually, believe it or not, it works. And so she's able to pay for her groceries, and then she's on her way. And now it's my turn. I'm up there. Get my groceries on the conveyor, and then the cashier disappears. I mean, really, he vanishes. And I see like a puff of smoke, and I'm thinking, glory. I am about to be lifted into the heavens, the rapture. And it turned out that it was a shift change. So we waited for the new cashier to get there, and we stood and we waited, and no one came. And so we stood and we waited some more, and no one came. And so to do something different, what we did is we waited, and then we stood, and it didn't make any difference. No one came. So I turned around to the people behind me, those happy people, having this opportunity to practice the virtue of patience. I think this is an opportunity we should look for every day. And it's good for my heart to see people being involved in that. And I pray for all of you that today or maybe tomorrow you can be in a kind of a situation where you can practice the spiritual method of patience. Patience. You will find that it will open up your world and you will be very happy. But anyway, for now, I like to thank Stefon for having me here. And I would also like to thank everyone, all the viewers, for allowing me to give you a little glimpse into the world of the vicar. Thank you. Until next time, have a glorious day.
Oh, thank you. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, great. Give it up again.
You were wonderful.
Oh, really? Well, thank
Yes.
you.
I'm pretty sure next time y'all go in the supermarket, y'all think a whole little differently.
Oh.
I'm going to go in there with a bunch of coupons and see what happens.
Hey, you never know.
Now,
Push them forward, see what you get.
okay, I want to let everybody know this is the Vicar, and for those of you who watch Comics on Life, this man calls every time and tells us a joke on Comics on Life. And
Yes, I do.
What was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Linda Duty's here.
Hi.
Yeah.
Y'all all know her from Comics on Life, and she is here because she is the Victor's mentor,
Yes.
per se. This is his first time doing stand-up comedy,
Right.
Yep.
and
It was,
now tell us, how was it?
Well, the first thing I have to say is it's a lot more difficult than it seems. And now I really have a great appreciation for people that can get up there and do that.
Well, you know
That's,
what? I'm going to tell you this. You're ahead of some of the other
Yeah.
comedians.
Oh, really?
Because I have comedian friends, and I was like, well, would you like to be on my show? Well, I don't think I can do that. First of all, I don't think I can control my language. And
yeah.
second of all, it's very hard to do comedy without the energy from an audience.
Yes,
from
it is.
A big
Yep.
audience.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of comedians, they don't come on my show because they can't actually do that without a big audience. So you're already ahead of the game.
Wow, that's good to know.
And whether you felt it or not, you seemed very comfortable,
Oh, really?
very relaxed. Yep.
Oh.
It didn't look like that was the first time you ever did stand up.
Oh, wow, I didn't feel that way. I felt
I
like
hear
I was
ya.
in a bit of a panic, and but I was familiar enough with the bit to know what was coming next, and that was some reassurance. And the hardest part is to get going. The hardest part I
Yeah.
found was to set the scene and do it as quickly as possible, and to get going into the routine. And so I think I practiced that more than anything else. And once I got into it, there was a sort of a flow, and it sort of carried itself along.
And you had no cheat sheets. That impressed me.
Yeah, okay.
For the first time, I'm still a cheat sheeter.
Yeah.
I don't
My
think
first
that's
time
what
I
you
had
call it.
headphones.
Oh, you did?
You
No, I'm
did?
just playing.
Hey, you got me.
You got me too.
But so you think you're going to do this again?
I believe I will. I think I've got the comedy bug, and it was a lot of hard work preparing. It was a scary thing. I don't think I slept too much last night, but I want to do it again, and I want to improve on what I've learned this time, and I want to keep improving as I go along.
Well, the best way to do that is just do a lot of open mics.
Yep.
Yeah.
That way, basically, when you do the open mics, it's not really at first working on your material. It's not about that at first. At first, it's about getting the audience and trying to control the audience. Because
Right.
sometimes you got to control the audience. You got to, when you go out there, your first joke sets the tone, and you know
Right.
what type of audience you got, and then you know how to come at them. You know what I mean? To keep them interested. Because we did this one show. And one of the guys, the guy that promoted it, his family was out in the audience. And the comedian came on, and his first joke, he says something derogatory about somebody in the family.
Oh, yeah.
And that was it. He lost the whole crowd. And so basically, your first joke, you got to, once you get that crowd and you get them laughing, then you know how to keep on going. And that's what you practice on the first couple of times, getting that audience. And then after that, then you work on your material, and then just keep building
I
up.
would be surprised because Richard does have that experience of engaging a crowd from being a minister.
Yeah, from
You know,
preaching.
like how to grab everybody's attention and hold it, you know, for 5 to 10 minutes, which sounds like a piece of cake, but it is not a piece of cake.
Yeah.
That 10 minutes is 2 hours.
Yeah,
what it feels
yeah,
like.
well, just now, I think it was 5 minutes, and it felt a lot longer.
Yeah.
It did. It felt like quarter of an hour.
Yeah, you did
And,
great. I'm blown away.
Oh, thanks.
I thought-
Thank you.
I didn't think it would be as good as it was. It was
Oh.
very good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Especially for the first time,
Yeah.
it was very good.
Oh, thanks.
Very good.
Okay, well, I thank you for your support, and I thank my mentor, and for giving me this chance.
And his
I
jokes
really
are much
appreciate it.
funnier here than they are at church. We
Well,
belong to the First United Church of Christ
Christ.
in Millville, and Richard tells a joke,
Yes,
if you could call them jokes.
yes, they're bad.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah,
That-
but crazy fun.
Yeah, they're so
People
so
look
bad.
forward to them so much.
Well, the jokes, when you call them comments on life, be hilarious.
It's like bad hilarious.
Yeah, they're so
man.
bad they're
Yeah.
good, I suppose.
No, it was the one I was telling everybody. Oh, well, the lady went to the doctors because her ear had burnt, and she picked up the iron.
yeah,
You remember that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
that was hilarious.
I was about to steal that joke, but I couldn't use it.
Yeah.
And then she burned
they called
herself
back.
another time because
They
He
called
said
called
they
back.
called back.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Richard jokes, I call them, was the one you told just this past Saturday night. And it was about the blonde, the redhead, and brunette all in the desert.
The classic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Tell that
classic.
joke again.
Should I tell that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Okay, there was a brunette, a redhead, and a blonde, and they were stuck on a desert island. No way of getting off. And then a magic lantern washes up on the shore. So they rub it, and a genie pops out and says, I will grant you one wish. So the brunette says, I wish I was back home with my friends. Poof, there she was, back home with her friends. And then the redhead said, I want to be back home with my family. And poof, she was back home with her family. And then the blonde said, oh, I really miss my friends. I wish they were still here with me. Classic.
The first time Richard told that joke, he laughed so hard
yeah,
in church
yeah.
that Alice had to read the scripture because Richard still hadn't gotten control.
Yeah.
Now,
That was
we were all in church, we were all laughing because he was laughing so hard, not
Yeah.
because the joke was that great. Well, we get past the scripture, he's still laughing. He had to go out back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
During Alice's sermon, you could hear Richard still laughing.
Yeah.
Back in the kitchen.
Yeah. I can't
That was my
remember
favorite night.
So Alice is
That's my
wife.
Yeah.
So Alice preach,
Yes.
Yes.
and do you preach too?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would y'all alternate Sundays?
No,
What y'all going,
no, we have
Saturday?
we have our own churches.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all had two different churches.
Yeah, 3 actually. I have 2 churches, one in Jeanette and one in Delmont, and that's in Westmoreland County.
Oh.
But like if Alice, he'll fill in for Alice.
Yeah, I do-
at
I
our
do
church.
fill in.
Right, at the one in Melville.
And yeah.
So you
one
like
is-
Creflo Dollar?
Oh,
Pardon?
in a way. Go
I
to
thought you were going
different
to say who
churches.
that.
No, I know Creflo Dollar. He's a good friend of Kenneth Copeland's.
Oh,
So yeah.
I knew.
Could I
Kenneth.
look blanker?
I know Kenneth Copeland.
You don't know Kenneth? Do you know
I
Kenneth
know him.
Copeland? Yeah. Okay.
I watch. You don't watch TV?
That seems like that's all I do.
TV evangelist.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I try to stay away from TV evangelism.
Creflo Dollar and
Especially-
Benny Hinn.
Oh,
Benny Hinn.
Especially
Benny
a
Hinn,
TV
yeah.
evangelist whose last name is Dollar.
Yeah,
There's
Creflo
a
Dollar.
warning
Creflo
sign
Dollar.
right there. Yeah.
Oh, it was another guy. His name is yeah, he had a really strange name.
Well, there's one I noticed now, Peter Popoff.
Yeah, Peter Popoff.
Popoff. Oh.
And then, I don't like him because they had the $50 the water thing, and it's supposed to bring you money.
Oh, okay.
And they
yeah,
said to
yeah.
call and we'll send it to you for free. I ain't got mine yet.
Ah.
I guess I ain't sent them enough. I ain't sent them no money. But they said it was free, and
Right.
I called and I gave my address and everything, and it didn't even rain. I ain't get no water, no nothing.
No rain,
No,
no
no,
drip in the
nothing.
sink,
Nothing.
nothing.
So,
Well, next time the toilet backs up, it's probably that.
Well, I think you have to pay $50 for shipping and handling.
that's
So
right.
then it's
That
you still get
explains
it
it.
for free, but you got to pay for the shipping.
Now you're
That's why it's
from
not getting there.
you're from London, right?
Well, I'm from England,
England.
and I'm from the Midlands.
The
That's
Midlands.
right in the middle of England. So it's a place called Northampton.
Northampton.
Yeah.
Have you seen or heard of the musical, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a musical, The Kinky
Kinky
Boots?
Boots?
I seen the movie.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
That was in Richard's town.
Yeah, in
That
Northampton.
actually happened
Yeah.
in his
It
town.
was a true story.
Yeah.
It happened in Northampton.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I gotta pay more attention to it. I was
Right?
just flicking through it and watching it. I thought I can't say that on TV. I thought it was something else when I read the title. I kept flicking through it. I was like, hey, nothing happened.
Say what? I don't even have those channels.
But now England, like y'all phone numbers is like a -44 or something, right?
Right.
Because I keep getting these emails that they holding $5 million over there for me, and I got to send them my name. Is that where all the scams come from?
That's probably where your water's at, wherever that money is.
Oh, yeah.
They're holding your holy water and holy money.
Every time I get one of those letters, I scroll all the way down to the end of it, and then as soon as I see -44, I say, delete it.
Good.
But now, you want to go back home one time and do some comedy?
That would be great. Yeah.
You take us with you?
Of course. Yeah. We'll go over there as a comedy team.
There we go.
Yeah, there we are. We should start making plans soon.
Yeah, we can.
Get over there. We'll be able to go to all the pubs.
I like it already.
Yeah, yeah.
And we should have a name for our group. We can call ourselves like the Beatles.
What a clever
That would-
idea.
yeah, that would be a little confusing. They would expect something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially me. I go over there, I'm the Beatles. I'm Ringo. All right. So now you got some things coming up in the summer. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that. We're planning with you, of course, this was your idea. We're going to do Comics on Life at the church.
Now, which church? You got 3 of them.
We're going to, at First United Church of Christ in Millville.
Okay.
And we're planning on the VICAR doing some stand-up.
Oh.
We have actually an incredible church, I call them the church band. But they are amazing and they play incredibly different instruments.
Yes.
I'm forever like, what is that even? You know, mandolins and I don't know.
Banjos.
Thank you. Banjos, you know, they're amazing.
They play all these different
Yeah. We, on Saturday evening, is more of an informal, progressive kind of service. And so we don't have all church songs. You know, there are some, there's lots. But they also do a lot of like folk songs from the 60s and 70s because it easily translates into a spiritual realm. And the sermons are very different. They're interactive. You know, people ask questions and talk during the sermon, say Alice.
So while she's preaching, I can raise my hand and ask a question.
Yes.
Oh,
People do.
Yeah.
You know, at least now, the congregation, we kind of wait till she's finished. That was not so much so in the beginning when she first came. But now, the sermons are so powerful and so different, we all tend to wait till the end because frequently our question gets answered before it's the end.
Okay, yeah.
So now we've learned. But like, they'll do skits as a sermon.
Now this is on
Videos
Rap.
and rap.
Rap, yeah.
Yes.
Rap,
Yeah.
And this is on Saturday.
Right.
Is Sunday the same?
No, Sunday is
Sunday
more
regular.
formal, but a lot of what they're doing on Saturday night, they sort of fine tune it Saturday night, and then they'll take it to Sunday and share it with them. And, you know,
So like basically Saturday night is like a little bit more entertaining for like to get the younger crowd to come into church more.
Right.
and it's a little different. I think just like everything, people's spirituality changes as life goes on because it's a living thing. It really is. And our church and Alice and Richard see that. They see that the world changes, spirituality changes, and church needs to change in order to include everybody. You know, it's a different world now. homosexuality is embraced. It's not made to make people feel ashamed or oppressed. It's totally different now. And so how the message is put across needs to be different now. If we want the churches to stay alive
and
people
everyone's
to come.
welcome.
Right.
And what's the term? We are radically inclusive, something
love
like
that,
that.
yes.
Yeah. So
Is that what it
what
is?
is it?
Radically inclusive?
radically inclusive. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So everyone's welcome.
Right.
And we print it right there on the bulletin too.
Yeah.
So.
I might have to come over to
Honestly,
that church
I mean-
Oh
on
yeah,
Saturday.
check it
It's
out.
really,
yeah.
it's really cool. And I mean, the Saturday night, the informal service, we're not in the sanctuary. We're in like the big great room, and we sit at tables. And while church is going on, we eat and drink. We bring, cookies and share them with everybody. It's more like a gathering than a formal church.
Y'all have
setting.
juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and afterwards there's a discussion
right,
relating to the sermon.
right.
I might have to come on
Oh,
a Saturday.
it's really neat. It really is.
What time it starts on Saturday?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock,
Yeah.
Saturday. What's the name of the church again?
First United Church of Christ in Millville. It's right on North Avenue.
Right on North
That's right.
Avenue. So y'all not doing nothing on Saturday night? Come on through, get some cookies, some juice,
Yep.
and watch some videos.
That's right. And some nights we have after church we have game night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So everybody stays and we play Pictionary or whatever.
real?
Some nights we do coloring
Coloring, yeah.
after
Coloring
church.
what?
Adult coloring.
Adult coloring.
Like
yeah.
coloring books,
What they're doing now, like adults all coloring
Oh,
with
to
markers.
relieve the stress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You-
See, me coloring causes stress.
It's not for everybody. We'll have you come on game night then.
I play picture. No, that's
Yeah.
still drawing.
Oh, it's fun.
Well, you,
it
you
Yeah.
could color any way you want.
Right.
You don't have to carefully go in. You could grab a pencil and go like this and
Yeah, that's
to
probably
relieve
what
some
I'll do.
stress. It's up to
Right.
you.
Or
We
you
all have
could just
different
enjoy our
styles.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to come there one Saturday.
We would love that.
Well, I enjoyed y'all as a guest, and I wish you the best on your
Well,
new
thank you.
career
Thank you.
as a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It was wonderful.
And
Thank
then,
you.
and then we'll have him back here in about 6 months. He'll be like, "Boy, why did I do comedy? I don't want to do this no more."
Get me out of here.
Yeah, it's like the Hotel California. You can check in, but you can never leave.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
it's fun to do. It's fun to do.
yeah,
It has
I'm
its
having
ups
a lot
and
of
downs,
fun.
but the more downs you have, the funnier your comedy will come.
Yeah, that's so true.
Well,
we were just talking
I'm
about
really
that.
grateful for this opportunity to be here.
And I appreciate
And
you being here.
so, yeah, I'm going to follow it up and come up with another routine and
Cool.
keep going from there.
Cool. Well, give it up again for the VICAR.
Thank you.
And we want to thank Linda Duty for
Thank
being here. And you'll see her June 16th on Comics on Life.
Yep.
So make sure y'all
Tune in.
tune in. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to thank my guests, the VICAR and Linda Duty.
Absolutely.
All right. Now my next guest, a very good friend of mine, is Miss Tia. How you
Yes,
doing?
hi, I'm awesome.
Now, what we're going to sit here and talk, we're going to try to help some of these people here in Pittsburgh who is unemployed. If you are unemployed, trust me, you do not want to miss this. Now,
Absolutely.
Tia, what's going on?
Okay, now I have a Facebook, which is Employment Service of Pittsburgh, which I have been networking for different capabilities to help people through social media. Everybody's on social media now. Everybody, all day, every day, 24 hours. Everyone's on social media. So I said, hey, why don't I make an employment group for Facebook, since everyone's on social media, everyone's looking for a job. Every time you turn around, there's different obstacles everyone's going through in life. And I felt as though, let me step in and help. So I said, well, if everyone's on Facebook all day, let's make an employment page, which is Employment Service of Pittsburgh, which we have gainful employment on there. We have over 11,000 members so far. It's only been 2 years since I have started this, and I am very successful, yes. And it's Employment Service of Pittsburgh. Anyone out there that needs employment, please go to Employment Service of Pittsburgh on Facebook, and we can certainly help any type of way I can help. Also, I work with business owners to set up interviews. So if you're having trouble getting employment through a certain employer, give me a call. I'll reach out to that employer and see if I can get you an interview. If you need help with a resume, reach out. That's why we're there. So really just to gain gainful employment for others that's on Facebook. At first, I'm like, let me help the community. But it's bigger than a community. Let's help the city.
Yeah.
You know, everyone say, let's help the community, let's help the community. Okay, let's help the community, but can we help the city? And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to educate our city, jobs, employment, anything, even school. If you need assistance with school, we might can help.
Now, what about, now there's some people out there that are unemployed.
Absolutely.
And they don't know how to conduct themselves in an interview or how to fill out an application. Or most of the time now, you got to fill out an application online.
Online, absolutely.
Some of them don't know how to do that.
Absolutely.
Can they
can definitely, they can reach out to me, they can inbox me. My phone number's on Facebook. Give me a call. I'll take time out to meet with you to get anything that you need straightened out, whether you don't know how to fill out the application online. If you need to reach out to an employer and you're not able to, I can certainly help. Also, what I'm trying to do as well is I'm trying to find a building that I can put maybe 20 computers in, maybe open from 10 to 5, and whoever is on social media can come and meet with me there at my place, and I can assist them with that, with online, putting an application. Even some people don't even have a computer at home, and I've been thinking about that as well. So I'm really going in all types of directions with this. I really want to have a lot of gainful employment. Also, I also want to have a place where they can come and they're able to do their resume. Not only for me to help them, but for them to help themselves and knowing how to do that.
And get some type of job skills training.
Exactly. So that's what I'm kind of looking for now, to take it to a bigger step
Because
than where I'm at.
I tell you like that, I don't know how to fill out a resume. Actually, if somebody was to tell me to make a resume now of all my jobs,
absolutely,
I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people out there that especially need resumes done.
Yes.
Computer training and all that.
Right.
So, so you working on getting this building?
Absolutely. I have been meeting with. It's just been a blessing with the people I have been meeting with to make this happen. But hopefully, I'm thinking by next year, I should definitely have this up and running, where they can come and they'll be able to get on the computer, do their resume, speak with employers as well. Also, I'm coming up this summer, I'm going to have an Employment Service of Pittsburgh meet and greet.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and also I'll have employers there. And they'll be able to sit down and talk with them and possibly get an interview. And hopefully get some training after that and, you know, move up a step. But I'm working on this. I am focused. And hopefully we can get everybody employment.
Now, I want to let y'all know, when she talk about jobs, she talk about real jobs. These ain't like, you know, cashier at the smoke shop in East Liberty.
No.
It's not these types of jobs.
No.
These are real
actually,
jobs.
I've been working with UPMC. I've been working with them, reaching out to them with their recruiter. I have got a couple of people jobs through them as well. So that was a big step for me to even get in the door with the manager of UPMC to let them be able to work with me with my employment group.
Now, it's on Facebook.
Yes.
All they have to do is they can like the page.
Like the page, and they'll be in. It's that simple. like the page, we'll approve them, and they're in. If they need, if they're not able to do that, inbox me.
Yeah.
Just inbox me, whatever they need, just inbox me, and I will certainly reach right back out to them.
Now I'm gonna tell you, if you're unemployed,
Yes,
it's best to like this page.
absolutely.
Because sometimes I get mad at you. Because when you like, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna be honest. When you like the page, you'll get alerts of jobs that's coming up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I be sitting there and I'm watching a good movie, and here they come. Tia, job, Tia, job, Tia, job. And it'd be like 30 of them, and I'd be like, okay, I have a job. But it'd be a lot of jobs coming up there, and I showed a lot of people.
What else has made it so successful, and I want to thank each and every one of my Facebook members out there, that they take time out their day and post employment as well. So it went from me posting employment to a lot of people that's on Facebook posting employment. And I mean, it's just a total blessing.
And another thing I want to say, not only is jobs posted on there, but if you're looking for a certain type of job, post it on there, and then somebody else on there will be like, oh, okay, such and such is hiring. And
Right.
I'm telling you, it's such a great way to network. It's such a great way. And I guarantee you, if you're on this page for more than a month, you will have a job.
Absolutely.
Less than a month. You can have a
Absolutely.
job the first week.
Absolutely.
There's so many on there.
And it's just a blessing that the way social media is, that how you can reach out, and you're able to speak with different employers, even on there, even on the employment page. There's employers on there, and they're reaching out. So I mean, you can definitely get a job. Absolutely, you can.
Yes.
We're definitely here to help.
So we don't want to hear no excuses. Nobody working in Pittsburgh.
Absolutely. And we have over 11,000 members so far in the last 2 years. So the capabilities of social media is amazing. It really is. And I am really just thankful.
Because I applied for that job you put on there over here on the north side, the washing the bus.
Yes, yes.
And it was, I didn't, when I read it, I didn't really look at the time and everything. So I went over there, and it was like from 3 in the morning to 7. And
Wow.
I was like, 3 in the afternoon. He's like, no, 3 in the morning to 7 in the morning. It was part-time, but it was every
Right,
day.
it was, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, nah. I'm just newly married, and I start leaving the house 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
my wife's
it's
gonna
like,
be yeah,
where are you
ain't
going?
gonna happen. But there is a lot of jobs. I even seen Gecko's
Yes,
on there.
yes, yes.
And a lot of
Yes.
jobs. And then if you need the help, now if they need the help, they can just inbox you.
Absolutely.
But first, you gotta like the page. What's
have
the
to.
page
Employment
again?
Service of Pittsburgh.
Employment Service of Pittsburgh. Like that page.
Yes,
And,
absolutely, absolutely. And as I said, if you're not able to, if you can't find the page, which I'm pretty sure everyone can, but if you're not able to, inbox me, Tia T, which is my Facebook name on Facebook. You can inbox me personally. My phone number is even on there. You can call me. I will reach out to you.
Okay. Now, what else you want to talk? We still got a lot of time.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, also, I have a Section 8 page for low-income housing.
For real?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people out here. I have that open for about 2 years. I have probably over 11,000 friends on there, members on there as well. And we're out here to help you find low-income housing. Because there's a lot of people who are on low-income housing who cannot find a low-income housing house through Section 8. So we have reached out to them and have started processing their application. Some people don't know how to process an application online, as you said. I have reached out to a couple of members and have met up with them and processed their application online with them, reached out to different renters and spoke with them. So, I mean, it's huge what I'm doing. I just need to keep on going. And even if there's a member out there that knows of employment, knows of a low-income housing, anyone can post anything on that page, okay? And you can share it.
Yeah, because I posted, because I do the hiring at Capri's. And
Absolutely,
I posted,
and you did. I really
posted
appreciated that.
And matter of
Yes.
fact, somebody got a job.
Yeah,
From
absolutely,
there. So,
absolutely, absolutely. And I always have different members reaching out to me saying thank you for everything you have done for me, or you know, different things like that. And even sometimes once they get the job, they'll post, I got the job there.
yeah.
Go ahead and put an application. I will pull it.
Oh, see.
You know, so I mean,
One hand helps,
one hand helps another. You know, and as everyone says, all in who you know. That's why the capabilities of social media, the capabilities of social media is awesome.
See.
Because years ago, decades ago, we didn't have social media. So everything was paper, or you know, it wasn't, you weren't able to get on a social media page and scroll through and say, okay, this is hiring, this is hiring, this is hiring. It was always either the paper, Post-Gazette, the Penny Saver, and things like that. But I have employers that personally call me and let me know that they're hiring, and I post
And see,
the
now
information.
sometimes you ain't even got to go in
Exactly.
the business
You
until
don't.
the interview, because you do
Exactly.
everything online.
Exactly. Do everything online. And if you need some assistance, that's why we're there. You know, if that's why we're there. You know, sometimes people don't know how to call and check up on your application. Your application can be just sitting there. You know what I mean? You have to call and check on your application.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't feel comfortable with checking on your application, give me a call. I'll reach out to them and let them know that you want employment.
So you like the agent.
Whatever I need to
Yeah,
be. I'm going to be whatever I need to be. Whatever I need to be.
So remember, y'all can get in contact with Tia and get a job and a house. so
Absolutely.
y'all better start
absolutely.
making some phone calls.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because as I said, it's bigger than just helping the community. I want to help the city. You know, I even have people reaching out to me from out of town. You know,
real?
yeah, like I'm moving to Pittsburgh. You think you can set something up for me? Absolutely.
See, then that's great.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely. I even had people reach out to me in Chicago. Do you have any employment in Chicago? I have not got that big yet, but I know God will bless me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, absolutely, to move on up, you know. So, I mean, it's just really a blessing that I can reach out and I'm able to, you know, because I work 3-4 jobs myself, you know. So, I mean, just to fit that in and able to help people.
And see, you know what I'm thinking? Like the college students.
Yes.
That's not
Yes.
from Pittsburgh. When they graduate and they going back home,
Yes.
it'd be great to hook up with you and be like, look, all right, I'm getting ready to graduate. I'm going back
Absolutely.
home.
Absolutely.
Can you line something up for me for when I get
Yes.
back home? And,
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that would be.
Yes. So, I mean, we're growing. We're definitely growing. And just to have enough power to do that and put a smile on somebody's face, I mean, my inbox is full of thank yous, you know, and I appreciate it, you know, because I'm here to help. That's why God has me do what I do, because he put me here to help.
And that's the joy when somebody
Yes, it
say,
is.
basically, you changed their life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got them a job.
Exactly. And I have people that says to me, like, you don't get paid for this. No, I don't. But the Lord above pay me every day. He wakes me up. And he gives me the ability to get on that computer and post these jobs.
You don't get paid from this? You don't?
Absolutely, I don't.
Oh, now, see, that's
I
the
don't.
blessing.
I
That's
don't.
the blessing right
I don't.
there.
Absolutely, I don't. I don't. And I mean, it's no problem, you know. I'm blessed, you know, and that's what I like to do, is help people, you know, and that's what I will continue to do.
That's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Remember, y'all seen it first here on the
Absolutely,
Stefon Braxton
first
Show.
here.
Get a job, get a house,
Yes.
and start a comedy career. Right here on the Stefon Braxton Show.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
So
yes.
what else? What else is going on?
Well, I have a lot of things going on right now. I'm still in wireless with the wireless phones. Yeah, I've been doing that for about 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, with that and with the employment and with the Section 8, I just really been totally busy.
And then she holding out something else too. She also managed her son's rap group.
Absolutely,
her
I do.
son is a
Yes,
rapper,
I do. Yes.
and he's
Stomp.
been on my show
About 4 times.
4 or 5 times.
Yes.
He's been on my show.
Yes, he has.
Amazing
Yes.
young rapper.
Yes.
And she managed him. How's
Yes,
he
actually,
doing
he's
anyway?
doing good. He's doing awesome. He really is. He's still writing. He has went from writing his own songs to writing other people's music.
There you go.
So I mean, it's just a blessing all in itself, you know. And I mean, I have to stay on him. You know, we have to stay on these. We have to stay on these teenagers. We have to push them. We have to push them to that next level, you know. And that's another thing that I'm probably going to start working on with my brother, is mentoring these young guys.
Yeah.
You know, because I do have brothers, and they have been in all types of different situations, you know, and they can't help where they were at, but they're out here. They're going to be out here to help the next person.
And these young people really need
Yes.
help and education.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. This was like blew my mind. I went into the get-go, and the young girl, you can tell she was just out of high school, and I was playing my numbers, and I felt so embarrassed for her. I played my numbers, and she's doing my lottery. My numbers came to $24, right? I gave her $40, 2 20s. She had to go to a calculator to figure out my change. And I looked, and I'm like, are you serious? And I'm like, this is a product of our graduating classes of high school?
Right.
I mean, you couldn't, you know, $26,
Right,
$40,
absolutely,
you know, $14. I mean, that's automatic.
Right.
These kids right now, and then these employers, they don't really care.
They don't.
You know,
They
they're
don't.
just giving them a job. They're just
Exactly,
giving
they
them a
don't.
job
Absolutely.
and not training them,
Right.
and not teaching them, and making sure that they have education.
And
So-
another thing with when I do get this building up and running and get these computers, we're going to be doing a lot of mentoring as well. And also, I'm going to have them do a training class. A training class to see where they are. So I will know where they are, and I can take them to the next level. Because that's the thing, if you don't know where they stand at, how are you going to take them to the next level?
Right.
You know, and I'm not going to have it where they're going to be like, oh, I don't want to go there. I got to do training. I got to sit in a class and all that. We're not going to do classes all day or anything like that. You know, I'm going to do more hands-on, you know, and also they'll be able to get on the computer, as I said, build resumes and different things like that and apply for employment. But we're going to make sure when you apply for employment, you're ready for that position.
Yeah. You know what would be cool?
What?
Like, remember the movie Piece of the Action? You remember? Well, do you remember?
Absolutely, I don't. I
it's-
don't.
It's an old movie. It's an old movie with Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. And James Earl Jones blackmailed them into helping these kids, a job awareness thing. And what they did is Bill Cosby was teaching the class, and he took them out to businesses and had them practice doing interviews and,
that would
and
be
doing
nice,
stuff. And
yeah.
then inside the classroom, they practiced doing interviews and everything. It was really nice
Yeah.
because they had this one scene where the guy was trying to get the job, and his name was Timmy, and really he started talking about his family, and he was like, well, I gotta stay home and watch my brother because my mom gotta work, and I started crying, and then everybody else started crying too, and it was really emotional. But that was a really good movie. Piece of the Action was,
Yes.
and the first thing he did in the beginning when he first got to the class, he gave all of them a $100 bill. And then ripped it in half.
Wow.
And gave them half. And he said, when you pass this class, you get the other half. Okay.
And also, I have to say this also as well. We have a lot of young mothers,
Yeah.
okay, who's not able to get to the interview because they don't have a sitter maybe at that time. I'm going to have it where the employers are going to come to us.
That's what's up.
And maybe we can have, it's not going to be a big daycare, oh no. Maybe like a little daycare in the back, okay, while you're going through that interview.
Oh.
Okay, you can, if you have to, you can definitely bring your child with you.
See, that's what's
So,
up.
I mean.
And see, a lot of women get discouraged.
Yes.
Because when they get interviewed, well, I can't get no visitor, so I'm not going to
Yes.
the interview. And then that's how they lose out.
Yes.
Because that's, see, it's all, it's who you know. See, I'm glad I know her because when she move up, I'm moving up.
That's right, and we're going to move up, that's right.
I want to thank Tia for being a guest on my
Thank
show.
you, thank you.
Remember, what is it again?
Employment Service of Pittsburgh.
Employment Service of Pittsburgh. Inboxer, get a job.
Yes.
Get a house.
Yes.
Get a free babysitter. You get a free babysitter too. So inboxer, we'll be right back. I hope y'all enjoyed that show as much as I enjoyed it. Oh, it was such great. I want to thank my guest, Tia T, the VICAR. Now, we never did get a chance. Tell me your real name.
My real name is Richard Lindsay Bignell.
Richard Lindsay Bignell. Thank you. Also, I want to thank Linda Duty. You know y'all gonna see her on Comics on Life acting the fool, so we'll see her. And this is Alice. This is the Victor's wife. And this is Ron back here. There's a big Ron back there. That's Linda's husband. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Y'all want to give a shout out to anybody? Anybody
I
want
want
to
to
say?
give a shout out to my
Hi,
mom.
everybody.
Hey, Mom.
Sophie, Joey, Jimmy,
Arthur.
Jax.
He said, yo, yeah.
To all my Facebook members, Employment Service of Pittsburgh, get on there.
Employment and the name of the church. What's the name of the
First
church?
United Church of Christ in Millvale, Trinity Church in Delmont, and Grace Church in Jeanette.
All right.
One day you'll get to talk. One day you'll get to comedy. He was like, All right, I want to thank y'all. We're going to see y'all again next month. Remember, watch Comics on Life, June 16th. 6 p.m., Comics on Life. Employment
Service of Pittsburgh.
Service of Pittsburgh. Make sure y'all get on that, like that page if you need a job. Because trust me, when I blow up, I'm not going to be hiring nobody. So y'all better get on there.
That's right.
And the church, once again,
First United Church of Christ, Millvale.
Okay.
First United Church, Saturday nights at 6 p.m.
Right.
Come over, watch the service, play some games, have some punch,
laughs.
have some cookies.
Yeah.
Linda, in the summertime, Comics on Life going to be doing a show. We will let y'all know the exact date of that. Y'all don't want to miss that.
No,
The
you
Victor
don't.
will be doing stand-up again.
All right.
Oh, that's going to be so great.
Yes.
All right.